felt that you're being kept down, but don't have a clue of what's happening to you? Loved ones gone, about to lose your job too. Career in shambles, business in a brambles. Living with a whole lot of tension because you're so broke you can't even pay attention. Got an immigration issue and you've got to go to court too. You don't have a clue of what's happening to you. It's time you call world-renowned spiritual healer advisor Sister Dobong.
You need to seek Sister Dobong and find out what's going on in your life. So if you got troubles in your life and you're upset, you need to call me your number one Sister Dobong. And I tell you, I'm the true African. You are listening to me now for a reason.
Jot this number down. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Call now. You may be a skeptic, but if your life is not what it should be, what have you got to lose? Make something work for you. It's time you do. Call Sister Dobong and let she do what she do. You can call it obey, call it what you may, but in a hot drop, she put you back on top. Call now. 718-253-7273. Call now. 718-253-7273. Sister Dobong.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
No fight left, or so it seems.
Ever felt that you're being kept down, but don't have a clue of what's happening to you? Loved ones gone, about to lose your job too. Career in shambles, business in a brambles. Living with a whole lot of tension because you're so broke you can't even pay attention. Got an immigration issue and you've got to go to court too. You don't have a clue of what's happening to you. It's time you call world-renowned spiritual healer advisor Sister Dobong.
You need to seek Sister Dobong and find out what's going on in your life. So if you got troubles in your life and you're upset, you need to call me your number one Sister Dobong. And I tell you, I'm the true African. You are listening to me now for a reason.
Jot this number down. 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Call now. You may be a skeptic, but if your life is not what it should be, what have you got to lose? Make something work for you. It's time you do. Call Sister Dobong and let she do what she do. You can call it obey, call it what you may, but in a hot drop, she put you back on top. Call now. 718-253-7273. Call now. 718-253-7273. Sister Dobong.
So I don't know, no. Make them they turn up. They don't see me coming. Are you ready for me? Energy like cocaine. Cream de la cream. When all who I see me enter, then I go bring you to enter my love. Say you want to see mental. I don't give them back to sender, why no? Soldier, policeman, many men in my convoy. The boy know they take insult. If he knows they go give you a back up. And as the money don't they come like us, nothing will be stop this sauce. When the Lua see me enter, they don't agree you to enter my love. I don't give them back to sender, why not? When all who I see me enter, then I go bring you to enter my love. Say you want to see mental, I don't give them back to sender, why not? Paper coffee, under the influence. She wanna get freaky, freaky. Make your boyfriend no good, David. Tell me what you want from me. You ask for somebody with. She said you're tryna get off the street. You ask for somebody with. Soldier, policeman, many men in my camp, boy. Yeah, boy, you know they take it so. In the zone, they gon' give you a bucket. And if the money done, they come like curse. Nothing we can stop this sauce.
Good morning to a new edition of King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, and we're live on SisterDobong.com. And guess what? We're starting off the morning. Yes, we're starting off the morning. Africa is awake. Good morning, all. Good morning, Lot.
Good morning, Buzz.
Good morning, DJ Pop Mark.
Yeah.
Good morning, the whole group. Good morning, Valentine. I see you.
Yeah.
Good morning to Imani Ann. Good morning to Queen, Lady Queen. I'm calling you Lady Queen Nassim. Beauty Queen Nassim.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. I always get that mixed up. I don't know why. Well, I'm just waking up, so you have to excuse me. Beauty Queen Nassim. And Beauty Loving, good morning to you. Billion, good morning to you always. And it's just a lovely morning here. The whole group, DJ Pop Mark, is ready to kick off with some of the best music going on this morning to wake up everybody, to start them off on their day. I know you're getting your little breakfast in early this morning, and wow, that's a good morning. I want to say, Lot, what is good to have this morning for breakfast? Give us some good breakfast for us this morning, because it's a lot of people may be thinking, what should I have now? You know, what can I have to fill me throughout the day? Well, you know, we got a lot of people from foreign is listening to us now, so let's tell them something good to eat, and maybe they can prepare it too, or look it up on YouTube or somewhere and make this dish. Give us a good breakfast dish this morning. I mean a complete breakfast.
Okay, all right. Good morning once again. We're back again, like you heard from the boss herself. We're back with another great episode of the Monday Night Show, locked and loaded entertainment. And of course, we'll never let you down, just like we always tell you. We are here to stay, and of course, Monday Night Show is always here to stay. Live from the beautiful city of Lagos, 1st/2nd June 2024. Times is moving fast. The times are moving fast. Happy New Month, all our beautiful listeners all over the world. We know that you are having a great time, because we believe that you're having a great time wherever you are listening to King of Queen Radio, because you can't listen to us. You can't listen to our station with a bad energy. You know. So we hope that you're having a great time wherever you are listening to us. So this beautiful morning, it's actually spiced up too with great entertainment, and just like we said, for me to recommend a good breakfast, I would say you can take a pap. In Nigeria, we call it pap, or like an akamu, which is popularly known in Hausa akamu. I don't know the other name, but normally you could liken it to custard powder. The way you could use it with custard powder in case if you don't have the white maize paste, the one they make from the processing of maize. There's a white paste they normally use to make that pap with. You could use custard starch powder. You could use there's other whole grains they use. I don't know if other people have it in other parts of the world, but it's being processed from maize. Nigerians and Africans love starch. Food is starch. Swallow or tuwo or eba or fufu or gari is starch. Everything is starch. So what we normally consume in Africa is high rate of starch, and the most often we combine them together with vegetables. And I think it's not really 100% balanced diet, but at least we are Africans, and there's a way we don't usually follow the food menu like the like people do in the West. Our own kind of food menu is in the African way. And guess what? The human body system can adapt to anything, with time. Anything you give to it, the body doesn't complain, even though it will give you some sign that you're lacking this, you're lacking that, but the body system will adapt to anything you give it. So in case you're listening to us in Ethiopia, if you're listening to us in South Africa, if you're in South Africa, you can eat chakalaka. Yes, you can eat chakalaka. You can mix chakalaka. If you are in Nigeria, you can take pap, or you could not take solid food in the morning. But if you are in East Africa, at least you can go for not in komboti. You can go for other things like you can go for something nice. I don't know what people consume. Some people they eat flesh in the morning, like meat. Meat and chickens and beef or any other thing, or red meat like that. So for your own good, I will not say I will recommend meat in the morning, but I will recommend something good, something light. You could take something light that the body can digest easily and wake you up in the morning, like wake your brain up, so you can to be able to perform your task on Monday. So Mondays are working days worldwide, right? So something light is usually better for you to help you become proactive in your places of work and your places of your endeavors and other things you want to do for the day. All right, so good morning to all our beautiful listeners. Today is a great day, and I'm happy for everyone, and I'm happy for myself, and also I'm happy for the team here in Africa. We're happy for the team here there in the States. Shout out to Che Bernard, shout out to all of you guys there doing an amazing work to keep the station in shape. We're all doing a great job collectively, and we'll achieve the dreams of the station. All right, peace and blessings to all our listeners all over the world. Of course, you know how we do. We just kickstart the show. As a matter of fact, the first song that got played the first song that played was Chris Brown featuring Davido, featuring OBO. All right, so it was a great joint. It was dropped last month. It was a new and trending song. It's still trending up to now as we speak, and so it's a great and amazing song. All right, so let's take a little musical break from one of King and Queen radio artists, and then we come back and start the show proper.
Today, are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Tune in to 93.5 King and Queen Radio. You need best songs and shows on your radio. It's the Dobong shows every day from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah, don't give up, just tune into your radio. Every Monday, here we go, Jamaican and African show from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, tune into King and Queen Radio, where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio, yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio, don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio, tune into the best station. King and Queen Radio, the best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio, you need a beautiful Monday, yeah. King and Queen Radio, from Monday to Monday, every Wednesday, 12:20 in the countdown. Every Tuesday to Thursday, King and Queen with arts and music. Your jazz music every day, from 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. Country music every day, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, Jamaican music every Monday to Saturday. Specialized music from Caliban, Africa, every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. International reggae dance song every day, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The best online radio from New York, we take it worldwide. Yeah, tune into King and Queen Radio, where you feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio, yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio, don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio, tune into the best station. King and Queen Radio, the best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio. You need a beautiful Monday, yeah. King and Queen Radio. From Monday to Monday.
Sister Dobong is an African spiritual reader and fortune teller who specializes on horoscope, fortune telling, psychic readings, and spiritual guides. With over 30 years of experience, she has been touching lives positively, bringing hope to the broken, healings to the depressed, and answers to the questions about nature. You can call Sister Dobong on 718-253-7273. The number again, 718-253-7273. Or you can also come to 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn in New York. 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio. King and Queen Radio.
DJ Box.
Calio.
It's all on the beat.
I've been looking for you, I've been searching for you, I've been calling your number, I want to take you to mama. I've been looking for you, I've been searching for you, I've been calling your number, I want to take you to where you be, tell me where you be, anywhere you be, not there I want it, so where you be, tell me where you be, anywhere you be, not there I want it, this where you did, tell me where you did, I go love you day, just tell me where you did, I go give all the girl them back space, you go enter my queen shipper, you did just stop the boys for Insta, Mona Lista, hasta la vista, yeah, say what you want, I go buy for two, do anything for you, I go carry you.
Well, you know, DJ Pop Mark, I know your belly is full. You look very contented this morning, well dressed. So I want to say big up to you and shout out there to you this morning on the turntables. It's early in the morning to be on the turntables, but you here. It's so much going on today. We got so much to talk about. But first I want to say we had a great time in New York City. DJ, I mean, we had a great time. Yesterday, the parade, wow, we turned it out. You're going to be able to see with yourself. The pictures and everything will be posted.
Yeah.
We just had a great time. The Pride Parade was wonderful. We enjoyed it. And we hope everybody else had a good time, too.
Yes.
The weather wasn't all that, but it was okay. Yeah. But weather don't stop King and Queen Radio from doing their events or whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
We always gonna do it. Yes. So again, shout out to all the people who support KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDobong.com. I want to say a big shout out to Shay over there in Brooklyn and King and Queen Radio, the manager. Shout out there too. Our DJ, which gave a great show Saturday. Wow, I enjoyed the show. His show will always make me dance when I need to dance. I love house music anyway, so you know, he played good music, was very happy, and DJ Turtle, and alongside my show, the best. We had a great show, and I want to say a shout out to everybody out there listening. Of course, we're always going to say shout out to DJ Tony Dance. You know how he do it. He take his breaks when he wanna and do other things. You know how that go. But shout out to him. He's still around. He's still part of the team. I see him every day because he lives right here with us in King and Queen Radio. He's just not active at the moment. But so in case you folks out there love and wonder what happened, he's alive. He's good. He just take his breaks when he need to. He's a militant man. People in military sometimes they got their own moments. Sometimes he want to be bothered and sometimes he don't. So that's the way the militant is when you serve in the Marines in New York City. Anyway, again, big up to you out there, everybody listening, and shout out to all the people who's in military and who's working hard out there to keep the country safe, and the ones here in Nigeria that's keeping Nigeria safe. And so we're going to start off with some breaking news about the senior customer office slumps. Dies in National Assembly during representing a committee meeting. Lot, do you know about that?
Yeah, it was actually updated, and like the update came 5 days ago, I think 5-6 days ago. His name was Essien Andrew, and he was a senior custom officer, a deputy controller in charge of finance, administration, and technical service in the Nigerian Customs Service. So he collapsed at the National Assembly and died on Tuesday during an appearance before a community house of representatives. So I think investigations are still going on to what happened. I know, but it was a sad day for the country.
Well, you know what people had to say about that.
Yeah.
About the senior custom office slump.
Yeah.
They said, well, during investigation, his heart probably failed. But you know how everyone gonna have something to say. They said, you know, so your intake on it is a lot. Well, everybody got to die, but do you think sometimes people who is not so fair and wicked, they get out of here faster, or does it really make any difference, lot?
Well, you know, I wouldn't say the reason why he actually had this. Some people said it was due to high blood pressure, and just like you said, there's something in general that is happening with Nigerians. Something in general, like let's say, in terms of the hardship is intense. The hardship is intense, and the hardship is significantly impacting the health of Nigerians negatively. You know, the prices of things are going up. There's no job in the country. Everything is going up except the salaries of workers, civil servants, and the rest of them. Everything is expensive, and all these things, all these hardships, the chronic stress, the economic challenges, unemployment, inflation, and all forms of these things are bringing. They are contributing to hypertension. So it's more of like Nigerians are being dehumanized, because of the hardship and the situation that is going on in Nigeria. And chronic stresses and diseases can be triggered. Psychological responses, are also there. Increased heart rates and blood pressures and the rest of them. All these things are there. So I wouldn't say. Some people also had it that the man actually looted some funds, and he was actually brought to account for it. So that was what some people say, and then some people were saying, just like you said, it was high blood pressure. So, but something happened. It was not just normal. Could it be just a normal health issue, or could it be that he was having a lot of things in his mind? Could it be that he was called to account for some of the looted funds that were said to have happened? So, I think investigations are still going on, and it will not be good for us to draw the curtain. But everything that comes out will still be updated, But Nigerians are going through a lot, and God will help us anyway.
I like to say good morning to everybody out there in Algeria is listening to us this morning. So many people from Algeria. Shout out there to you in Algeria, listening to us this morning. Big up to you all out there.
Shout out to all of you Nigerians out there that are listening to us. Nigerians, we clap for now. When I don't we try to survive in Nigeria, it's not easy. We clap for ourselves. we don't too try. To survive in this country is not easy. We don't too try. Nigerians, I hail thee. Nigerians, I hail you all. We hail you all on behalf of the station King and Queen Radio. We hail all of you for all the survival pattern and survival skills. What actually don't kill us makes us stronger, So we are Nigerians, and that's the Nigerian spirit.
Well, I don't know much about Davido.
Yeah.
I should, but I really don't. I haven't had time to really do much on intake on him. But everybody's making a big deal out of it in America, trending that Davido arrived venue of his wedding with Chioma. What is the big deal with that lot? Tell us, is that a good thing or bad thing?
Yeah.
And these people got all this millions and billions of dollars. Why is there not pouring back that money in some factories and stuff in Nigeria and getting the lights and stuff going on? What is going on with that? I don't understand that. The rich stay rich and watch everybody else suffer. Come on, give us some insight. I need it.
Yeah.
Lord, I need it. Tell me what's going on with Davido. And his father's a millionaire, according to the Americans I hear talking. They all listening, so let them know some insight going on, because they hear all these millionaires and billionaires and all of that, but yet and though they don't hear nothing about what they're doing in Nigeria. What do you say, Lot? Why should these people be hooting and tooting these people on, and they not pouring back in the country? Or maybe I may be bad. Are they pouring back in our Nigeria a lot?
Yeah, I wouldn't say something negative or bad about Davido, because Davido is a big name in Nigeria, and of course he has brought national respect to the country. And in terms of entertainment and music, his contribution to bringing respect to Nigeria at the national level is something to be happy for. I'm happy for him. Congratulations to Davido. We congratulated him last week on the same station here on the program here, and we also want to congratulate Davido once again. Congratulations and happy married life. Davido and Chioma Rowland's wedding took place on 25th. That was last week in Lagos Harbour Point, Victoria Island in Lagos. Yeah. The ceremony was a star-studded event and attended by large celebrities, politicians, traditional leaders, elders. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was also there. Oni of Ife was also there. Governors of different governors from different states came. Also, I saw Governor Sanwo-Olu on one of the videos there. So highlights of the weddings include emotional moments, Chioma's father blessings, Davido, couples, and they actually he dressed in the Davido's mom is late, so he actually dressed in the late traditional attires of his mom. His mom is from Edo State, so he dressed in the cultural attires of his late mom's tradition. So the wedding entirely was tagged Chivido 2024. Chivido 2024. And so far so good. I think Davido's wedding is the most expensive wedding in Nigeria so far. That there have never been that kind of wedding in Nigeria. I don't really think that, except if somebody will do it in the future. But for now, Davido's wedding has become one of the most expensive wedding in Nigeria, if not the most expensive. Now, talking about the riches, where Davido should be using his riches to help the country. Now, I have seen the philanthropic activities of Davido over the years. Him donating to the orphanages, him signing upcoming artists, and then there are so many. During his birthday, there was a time Davido did something last year. During his birthday, he asked all the Nigerian celebrities to contribute 1 million naira for him each. And within 24 hours, Davido gathered almost 120 million naira. Almost 120 million naira. And then he took that money and donated it all to the orphanage. Jesus. The whole country was in shock. everybody was like, yo, this is one of the best thing to do as a celebrity and as an activist, as a philanthropist, and as a nation builder. Come on, like, I've not really seen that in a very long time, and OBO did it. So, but for this time around, like, the hardship has actually become so intense in 2024. The hardship in the country has increased exponentially. I would say Davido would have tried maybe different approaches. Such a money, like, we have rich people in Nigeria. There are rich people. The politicians are so powerful in Nigeria that whatever they say in the country stands, and they have a say at the EU, European Union, and the UN. Now, I mean the United Nations. I mean, not the EU. Now, the problem here is that showing off is a black man's thing. Let me use this word. Showing off is a black man's thing. Look at the Puerto Ricans. Look at the Latinos. Look at the Anglo-Saxons. Look at the Caucasians. Look at look at the Jewish people. Look at the Israelis. Africans are the only set of people that want to be buying stuffs to show off. Like, I've seen it plenty times. I have seen it countless times in movies, in real life, everywhere you go to. It's always the black people that always want to own the most expensive cars in town. It's always the black people that always want to have the the most beautiful woman in town. It's always the black people that always want to show off, like always compete with each other, hate one another, don't help the society like the way the other people do. If you go to some countries and other parts of the world, there's a way people give back to the society. Look at Brazil. Each and every football player has a way of giving back to his own community, to his own society. It is almost like a law. In most traditions, once you become something big, or you become someone big in terms of status, and you earn millions of dollars or millions of the currency of that country respectively, you are expected to create wealth. Like, you could lift other people out of poverty. Right? Even in some part of Africa, I have seen Sadio Mane does that. I don't watch football, but Sadio Mane of Liverpool is actually from Senegal. So there was something that he did. He built schools, he built hospitals, he brought electricity, power supply to Senegal, the whole of Senegal. Now, this guy is respected nationally. The president actually gave him a national honor in Senegal. That is Sadio Mane. Changing lives, impact. The world is all about, like, I feel, but it's a thing of choice. I would not say Davido have to do it by force. It's a thing of choice. But that is what is expected of him, which you are very right. You are very right. Because a lot of people that are looking up to nation building, like building and changing lives in the community and the world at large, are actually having that expectation that, why is such an amount of money being spent or lavished on a wedding when we have a lot of problems to resolve in the country? There are actually rich people in Nigeria, but it is their money. It's really heart touching to see that money could have been used to change lives. What was spent on Davido's wedding was not less than 200 to 300 million. It was even more than that. That day, Davido bought a car for his wife. That same day, he gave his bride a car for her to just step in and go to the wedding location. A car that was a Rolls Royce. I don't know the name of. I think a Rolls Royce or something. I don't know that edition, but it was the latest. It's the latest edition that was given to Choma, and I was told that car is as expensive as not less than $100 million. Not naira. I don't know, but I think somebody has to confirm this because I'm not really sure. What? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Well, it's it's a crazy world, but it is money. And what I actually love about Davido is that he has brought prestige to Nigeria, and a lot of African countries are respecting Nigeria. because of Davido. He has brought national respect to this country. He has not done something bad internationally too. He has not done something bad that will bring bad image to Nigeria as a country. The likes of Whiskey, Burna Boy, Pato Ranking, Tiwa Savage, and all other Nigerian artists are doing amazingly well and are bringing good reputations to the country. And they are also generating millions and millions of dollars. Music alone has contributed so much to the growth of Nigerians' economy. Because if there's a concert, there's a show, people are turning up for Afrobeats, people are turning up for good music and other fusion of Amapiano and Fuji music to come and enjoy in this country. And I feel we can do better. If you have resources, if you have wealth, you could impact lives within in your own community and the people around you. I feel it will go a long way, better than doing something lavishly to show off like that. It is just my opinion, and the boss herself also expressed her own opinion. You could also have your own opinion, and then everyone is entitled to their own opinions. But we have to respect the man because it's his own money, So it's really crazy. It's really crazy, but at the same time amazing, because Davido actually changed the lives of Choma's family and the people around him. All right. So we have a special song that we're going to be playing by Davido. He calls this one what is it? Ogechi. All right. There's a special song by Davido called Ogechi, and I'm going to play this one right now.
It's Davido, but shake back. Say one okay, she don't give me something. Roja over. I don't even tell you govern like she do me karashika. Make I no feel liver. Me way be John Cena. I say I swear you mine, die. Baby girl, now you be God design. But like, as your face they show, now show your shoe design. Now you gon' be my wife. You got to be my wife. For you I paid the price. Yeah. Oh Gigi,
Nena my baby, okay come on, Lulu fair, no kulai, I need your love for ma. Mami fem genyeki obi muhima ni maka. Plenty kenye from my life, now you I choose. I don't dey wonder if you everything I cruise. If I do you wrong, my baby boo, I'm sorry. You say I get too many girls, that's one a story. But now you dey my mind, I swear, say now you dey my mind. I swear I know the lie, I dream about you all the time. Cause girl, you blow my mind, and I know fit deny. Oh girl, you do me bad. Yeah. Ogechi, come on. Nena my baby, okay come on. Lulu fair, no kulai, I need your love for ma. Mami fem genyeki obi muhima ni maka. Pretty in your love is all I do for the living. I tempted to touch your foreign booty. If I kill him all, still in love like that. Pretty full of love for back. Oh baby, this love is real. I give you mama, put down a fish on. Don't love like Boba, boy I can't. Yeah, you forgot that, baby, I don't say you like her. Mani magali, let her dollar ma. But around to make us spray you on my dollar now. Parade for my body, yeah. Chop my groundnut to make it burn my biggie. Ogechi, come on. And my baby, oh come on. Olólùfẹ́, I don't go lie, I need your love, I need your love, I need your love, I need your love. Hey. Ogechi, come on. Nena my baby, okay come on. Olólùfẹ́, no go lie, I need your love for ma. Mami fem genyeki obi muhima ni maka. Ogechi, come on. Nena my baby, okay come on. Olólùfẹ́, no go lie, I need your love for ma. Mami fem genyeki obi muhima ni maka.
All right. That was Ogechi by David Doe. Loud and clear, crystal clear. It was performed at his wedding here in Victoria Island in Lagos. And Ogechi is a trending song. It was released, last week before the wedding. I think on the day of the wedding was the day the song was released, and it's really crazy how Davido's song is trending everywhere right now as we speak. So it's really amazing. All right. So we actually have a couple of beautiful songs to play subsequently in the show, and then we're still gonna be giving out a big shout out to all our listeners out there. In case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station, and of course this is Monday Night Show with me in the studio, and of course the boss herself. We live, right, live and direct.
Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDobong.com. This is your first time joining us. Don't forget, you can join us every Monday night from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. in the morning. You can't miss this show. You'll have a great show every morning. We start off in America at 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. And worldwide, you know what time it is. If it's 4 hours back, 5 hours back, we love to hear from you. Share and like the page. Put your country there so we'll know where you're coming from. We'd like to know who's listening to us. So please put your name in your country, and we'll shout you out as soon as possible. You also can go on kingandqueenradio.com, leave your name, leave your information there, brooklynstation.com, or you can just leave it right on the restream, King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com. We love it. So make sure you stay tuned. Join us every day. Go directly to kingandqueenradio.com daily. Try it out right now. That's kingandqueenradio.com, and share it and like it to your friend. Share at least 10 people. Go to brooklynstation.com, brooklynstation.com. And if you like a t-shirt, okay, we want to give you a t-shirt. Let us know and take a picture, a photo that you shared 100 people, and we'll send you a t-shirt. But you got to show a photo you shared 100 people this radio station. Either kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com, or SisterDobong.com, and send your address, and we will ship you all a nice t-shirt for yourself. Okay, so we're live now on King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com, and we love to be here with you every day. And if you have to call me, you can either write me on the webpage, King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com, or you can go on my Facebook page. That's Zina Palin, Zina Palin, Palin, and leave me a message there, Zina Palin. Or you can write me, African Reader at AOL. That's AFRICANREADER at AOL.com. That's African Reader at AOL.com. We're having a great show here with you tonight, and I'm enjoying this show. And we want to say happy birthday out there to whoever having a birthday now, and Lotta play you a specially song for your birthday. Send them a good song for their birthday. This is to all the people out there that have a birthday. This song is dedicated to you. Happy birthday.
And once again, I would like to wish all the people that are listening to us a happy birthday, and a big shout out to all our listeners in the country, in South Africa, in Ghana, wherever you are listening to us right now. Saying a hi to somebody, tell somebody about King and Queen Radio, and then tell that person to tell another person, and then to tell another person to tell another person. All right. So this is a special song to you from Olamide. He calls this one Metaverse. He drops this song 2 days ago. Olamide is still trending. Olamide now OG. Olamide now Baba. This is a special song to all of you guys out there.
Shamesy, James Bond, oh my god. People think say na grace I be na kuloti mo gbe to je kori mi ya were. Feel like I just away kalakuta re. I dey get to possess me, let me she mercy, egbe mi gentle, Allah protect me yo. Emi rọra gbe mi say akuba, emi ma pa mi na. Oya, o ti di ọmọ kata o, o se pe ko si kwanta o, ta o, is your mind over matter o. Give them different pattern, this is Latin. Everybody come and get power. We love me, get me band, come and shout out. Energy or the knockout. Energy. Boom, jiggy. Oh, jiggy, shiggy, I mean, CBD. Oh, yeah, moonlight baker. How many if we don't drop shanka? Baby, bend down, easy Beckham. If your guy dollar, me shanka. Oh, you tired, it's a bra, go malaba. Oh, the back or back, Elijah, but the love at a vast, but the paraday with the lamba. Oh, yeah, bra, give me the gra. If it's not money, what are you saying, bra? Yo, we know the drum for the ground. Blow chop for my head, be careful with the ground. Yeah, it's the young catao, it's a way, it's a pantao, ta. It's your mind over matao. I give them different pattern, this is Latin. Your body come and get power. We love me, get it, be bound, come and shout out. Energy or the knockout. Energy. Boom, jiggy. Oh, jiggy, shiggy, I mean, CBD. My life fresh and sweet. Bullion van on the way, Mr. Boss way. You know me, I know the play. They no talk money, no my baby. Gigi. Koma baby. Fashion ko solid. Owó ti dé, dàpá ti rú bí kélébé. Ó ti di ọmọ kàtá o, kò sí pé kò sí pàǹtá o, ta o. It's your mind over matter o, I give them different pattern, this is Latin. Your body go and get power, we love me kélébé band, go and shout out. Energy or the knockout, energy. Ó ti di ọmọ kàtá o, kò sí pé kò sí pàǹtá o, ta o. It's your mind over matter o, I give them different pattern, this is Latin. Your body go and get power. We love me, get it, be band, come and shout out. Energy or the knockout. Energy.
That was Olamide with Metaverse. A song that is still trending in Nigeria right now as we speak. This song is hot, hotter than fire. And you know, Olamide is saying he'll never back out, he'll never back down in the music industry. He's still here, him now OG, and he will still be lifting others. You know, Olamide brought Ashake, Olamide brought Portable, Olamide brought Joe Boy, Olamide brought what's that his name? A lot of like Zlatan. He brought a whole lot of guys into the music industry. I think 15 of them, if not more than that. So Olamide is an OG in the Nigerian music industry. But shout out to all the people celebrating their birthdays today. We sent you a special song, Metaverse. We still play another one for you. We have them locked and loaded. We are a music station, and of course we are always updated to serve you better. You know, your joy and health is our concern. Of course, you know, your mental health, your strength, you know, your musical health, I would say, let me use that word, is our concern. And musically, we've been touching lives all over the world with good music, good contents, and good programs. All right, so peace and blessings to all of you out there celebrating your birthdays. Shout out to you once more again.
Well, we're going to take you back some more news that I discovered. That's in Imo. Police vow to apprehend killers of 6 Imo traders. Now that's something. They're going to apprehend the killers of 6 Imo traders. The Imo State Commissioner of Police,
Yeah.
Aboki Danjuma, on
Yes.
Thursday expressed the determination of the police to apprehend the killers of 6 traders in the Okiwe area of the state, assuring the resident, particularly the traders at the Gariki market in the Orikwe local government area of the state of the maximum safety and security. Danjuma gave the assurance during his visit to Okiwe for an on-the-spot assessment of the market following the warrant attack in the area by hooligans suspected to be members of the proscribed EPOB and the ESN. He expressed sadly over the ugly incident while commiserating with the families of the victims and the market leader.
Yeah.
And he says, I assure you that the command will leave no stone unturned to ensure that the perpetrators of this disastrous act are all arrested and brought to the books. Now, I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
This is a man. Do you think he gonna follow his word, Lot, or what you have to say about that?
Well, some police officers in Nigeria, what they are doing is highly commendable. I will say kudos to them and respect, a big salute to them, because they're doing a great job. And in as much as there are corrupt police officers in Nigeria, there are also good ones. And you know, it doesn't mean all of them are actually corrupt. So I feel it is a good thing that Aboki Danjuma is doing a great job in Imo State. And likewise, police in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Warri, Sapele, Edo States, and all those places needs to do more, because the crime rate around those places, I mean, especially Lagos and those other states, are growing exponentially, especially in the far north. In the far north, the situation is almost getting out of hand. Just, I think, some few days ago, some Boko Haram actually kidnapped some school children, kidnapped some women who went to the farm or something like that, and they were kidnapped. And they actually, I don't know who is giving them the audacity to record it and put it on social media. You know, it's crazy. And they were demanding for like 100 million naira or something. You know, so they were trying to like rip people off, and like, it's crazy. I don't know. So, you know, you can imagine a country like Nigeria needs to do more in terms of security, because the insecurity challenges we are facing, not just in Imo State where Aboki Danjuma is, but also in the whole 36 states of Nigeria, the whole country. Now, let's take, for example, look at a country like America. And I will say, okay, let me not even go to America. Look at a country like Israel or any other Western country apart from Israel. Any other Western country, you will find sheriff there. You find the military police there, you find the police there, you find the marine, you find the army, you find homeland security, you find what do you call it, K9, the K9 corps, and then what do you call them? That's the normal army. Before the immigration, before the navy, before the the air force and the rest of them. So in a country like America, where security cannot be jeopardized with, that is actually what makes America a very powerful nation, because of the military strength. Now, apart from the knowledge of solving problem, America is a problem-solving country. Nigeria is not really a problem-solving country. We just more of like, we gifted. We have, even though there are individuals that can solve problem, but I'm saying this because the Nigerian government is jeopardizing security. Is taking the issue of insecurity in jeopardy. If the Nigerian government would prioritize security, the problem we are facing in Nigeria is not going to be as much as intense as it is now, because whether we like it or not, insecurity is contributing to one of the major problems we're facing in Nigeria. Yes, because business cannot thrive where there's no security. Social and other entertainment and other social activities cannot take place where there is no there's no proper security in place. If you go to places like Egypt today, Egypt is a country where they don't have a population of Nigeria. Nigeria has a population of 250 million people and is growing to 300 million before 2050 or around 2050 or so. Now, Egypt don't have a population of Nigeria. Let's say the population of Egypt is 50 million, or let's say 100 million. It's not up to 100 million. The population of Egypt is not up to Nigeria. Population of Egypt is around 50 to 60 million, and the security agencies and the military strength of that country is better than the one in Nigeria. Nigerians are not employing military officers like the way other countries are doing, because Nigeria don't actually prioritize security. And for a country and a nation like Nigeria, I feel is one of the number one things that had to be prioritized. Look at Ibrahim Traore, this guy in Burkina Faso. He's actually continuing the legacies of Thomas Sankara. These are people that understand the values of Pan-Africanism. So they understand the values of being human first before any other thing. So they prioritize security in as much as possible before anything. When he got into power, he came into power with a bloodless coup. We talked about it in one of the shows here, and we talked about how he came into power without killing a single person. He came to power, took over power with a bloodless coup, and what he did was he reduced the salaries of most of the politicians. This is a military rule. He chased out some of the people that are manipulating the country's structure. I mean, in terms of infrastructure and other parastatals that are not being taken care of. So he came into power. He changed most of those things and make sure that everything is in good shape. Now, Burkina Faso is actively doing well, better than Nigeria. I would say their currency is even stronger than ours at the moment as we speak, because they are using the franc Leon or something. He changed the currency also, if I'm not mistaken. I think they still use CFA, Burkina Faso CFA or something. And then he made a lot of changes to the government policies. He changed a lot of policies and all that in Burkina Faso. At least they could have at least 18 hours of constant electricity in Burkina Faso. Better than Nigeria, far better. Nigeria, we don't have up to 18 hours of constant electricity. No, the power goes off and comes. It doesn't. It goes like the keyboard. Bum, 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 bum. It doesn't. It goes and comes. It goes and comes. The yo-yo is part of the Nigerian power system. Always. So, we need restructuring in Nigeria. It could be one form of restructuring where the president or the person that is coming into leadership or power, it would be free from religion, would be free from political misconceptions and other manipulation. A country like Nigeria needs more than deliverance. It's really crazy. So kudos to Nigerian police out there that are doing a great job. And for those that are taking bribes and doing corruption, we say repent, because there's always a 90 days for the thief and 1 day for the owner. So we will not say we have a voice. We are OAPs, on air personalities, and on a platform like this, we have a voice and tell the people, I say, yo, you people need to step up and you can do better than this. You don't have to follow the other side of life. You don't have to follow the other side. I mean, I'm not judging your survival pattern, but for the sake of your being a patriotic citizen, your national contribution to the growth of this country, you don't have to spread corruption. So kudos to Danjuma Aboki in Imo State, sir. We salute you, and we want to use you as a point of contact to all the police that are doing a great job in this country. Peace and blessings to you all. We have a special song we're going to be playing for you also after during the commercial break.
Well, I do have some good news. The good news is 143 kidnappers, armed robbers arrested in 2 months.
Yeah.
Kaduna CP. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that, Lotta. Listen to this. I know you may know a little bit about it, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Okay, operated attached to the Kaduma State Police Command has arrested 143 suspect kidnapper
Yes.
and armed robbers in different locations in the state between May and June 24. The State Commissioner of Police, Adu Dabiji, disclosed this while addressing a press conference at the police headquarters, Kaduna, on Thursday, where assorted weapons recovered by operatives were displayed. The arrest suspect, he said, comprised 73 armed robberies as well as 7 bandits, including their wanted whereabout identified as Bello, who was nabbed while preparing a charm for some bandits for onward operation.
Wow.
Preparing some charm. Did you hear that, lot?
It's crazy. it's really crazy. This is the far north, and they are known for doing that for a very long time. And there's a news that is just coming in. I'm getting a live update that there's a helicopter crash that just crashed some few hours ago. I think some like 2-3 hours ago. Also, Air Force helicopter crashed in Kaduna today. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. May the souls of those departed rest in peace, and kudos to the security forces and Nigerian armies in Kaduna that also brought the arrest of kidnappers. I feel gonna go a long way in bringing the beauty of this country, because a lot of people are doing a great job, and I feel like I need to also step up and do my job. If you're a teacher, teach well. If you're a producer, produce well. If you're a police well. If you're a president, lead well. If you are a doctor, treat patients very well. Everything you do, just do it well. That is how to change the image of a country like Nigeria, because we cannot follow individually and tell people, yo, do this, and this is how it used to be done. But if you're doing a job, just make sure that you do it well. Just improve and do it better. Do it, become the best version of yourself, because by so doing, it's going to build each and every one of us is going to contribute immensely to the growth of this country without even knowing. So just do your best. But for those of them, these guys that are doing charms, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll still talk about this. But why would they do that? To give it to the kidnappers, So, but the person that was preparing the charms for them has also been arrested together with the kidnappers. A great job.
And he go on to say that no fewer than bloodthirsty bandits were killed by operating off the command in the last 2 months.
Wow.
Dabiji said weapons recovered from the suspect included 5 AK-47 rifles, 7 local made arms, as well as 1,870 rounds of live ammunition.
Wow.
So they covered all this stuff. He added 985 suspect phone snatchers, 8 suspected car thieves, and suspected railway vandals were also arrested in the state in the last 2 months. Others items recovered, according to him, were 8 motor vehicles of different brands, 7 motorcycles of different brands, as well as 1 tricycle and 29 Russell cattles. Wow, isn't that something? Well, they're recovering back. That's a good thing. So we do understand that law is working in Nigeria now.
Yeah.
So, do you think there's some improvement going on?
I think there's an improvement. Looking by the outcomes of this news, the crime rate has actually dropped, not like before, not like the way it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I think is it because of hunger that it is in the country? But also, if there's no job opportunities, if there are no employments, and a lot of things are going on, I think crime do usually go up. because people are, well, people are doing a lot of stuff just to survive. The Yahoo boys are there. Even the Yahoo boys, those ones are still there. And then the kidnappers, and then bandits, and then armed robbers, ritualists, and the rest of them. Now these guys that were actually arrested, I think it's a good thing. Let them be used as examples. Let them set an example with these guys to tell other people what will happen to them if they indulge themselves in crime. Now, I want to say a big kudos to Nigerian Army. Once again, I'm seriously happy that people are putting in serious measures to counter terrorism. Now, this what is happening in Kaduna, that I'm beginning to wonder, like, where are they getting all this military equipment? Where are they getting all these guns? Where are they getting all these illegal guns, arms, possession, and ammunition? It's a good, until we begin to ask ourselves these questions. Where are they getting all these things? Where are they getting all these things? And unless those things are being seriously tackled, as long as people have access to guns, they will be tempted to commit more crimes. 2024 is not 1971. The world has changed, and we have to change and adapt to the modern day technology, the modern day ways of doing things to tackle insecurity. Unfortunately, in Africa, most of the leaders that are coming into power are people of the previous generation, and they would want things to be done in the old-fashioned ways. And I feel like it's not really bad as long as we can still achieve it. But then, what about the modern day strategies of achieving things? What about the modern day facilities? What about the modern day technology, science, and equipments and other things that can be used to boost our productivity as a country? Like, if you go to other countries today, the kind of weapons that their military use is 500 times, 100 times better than the one used in the Nigerian military. Why? Because we're still stuck in the past. We're still using the previous generation's technology. We're supposed to be advanced. Now, look at, if you go to some airports in China, in the United States, in other countries, advanced countries in the world, Japan, and you could see robots and AI welcoming people at the airport. Right? Now, they will do security checks, and it will speak to you in English. If you come, maybe if that airport only receives people that speak Spanish, they will install Spanish enabled language, and that will communicate to them in Spanish. If you have anything, remove it. It will be telling people like that. It will be scanning people. Now look at Nigeria. Nigeria is such a country. People will come at any time and go to wherever they come from. They can come at any time and go to. You can't go to the United States and go out like that anyhow the way you want to. No. Even if you have a green passport, you'll be checked. Even if you have a green card, you'll be checked. So where are those bandits coming from? Information has it that these people came from Mali, Senegal, during the Buhari administration era. They were Fulanis and they came to Nigeria, and some of them are the reasons why banditry is still lingering around in the country. Now, it's an information that is still that still has some investigation going on, and so far so good. Nigeria, most of the bandits and kidnappers have been confirmed Fulanis. They are not even Hausa. There are two differences between Hausa and Fulani. Those are two, but they are only bound together by Islam. Fulanis are Muslims, Hausas are Muslims. But then some of the army officers that actually engaged in arresting the kidnappers were Muslims themselves. So you see, there are actually good ones, than there are ones who enjoy committing crimes in the society. And I want to say a big shout out and a big kudos to people, to all our security agencies that are doing a great job. And I feel the government can do more by increasing their salaries. Increasing the salary of a worker boosts their productivity. It makes them to put their life on the job. It makes people to put their lives on the job and do the job wholeheartedly more. They will not play with your job as much as long as the government is taking care of these people. But the government has actually neglected them over the years. No payment of salary. Sometimes, it's crazy how their salaries will be dragged. The salaries they've been paid for the past 10 years, it has been the same salary. And somebody has been in service for 25, 30 years, receiving the same salary, no increase, unless there's an increase in their ranks, and their salary is not encouraged. But back in the days when late President Musa Ameri Yar'Adua came to power, he increased their salary, right? He increased the salary of the police and army officers. And then when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan came to power, he increased the salaries of teachers. That was his own, because he himself was a university lecturer. So he increased the salaries of these people just to boost productivity. And then people will not joke with their jobs, So I feel the government can do more and more and better than that. All right. So we're about to take a little musical break, and then we come back and continue with the show. But meanwhile, here is a song by Shay Vibes. He calls this one Kana. Do you know what Kana means? He calls this one Kana.
I love you.
You can call me on the antenna. At the same time I be preacher. I know say be my healer. Nobody to the hour. I'm a balogun to Donda. Check your daddy to see my flowers. The matter for my task. Mr. Importer Exporter. And I marry your daughter. Who won't take out daughter. But all the papa's daughter. Now you are getting power. My family butter. My family butter. Go harder. For you baby I'm so harder. You can lean on my shoulder. This is gonna bring me trouble. Oh my butter, do me dada. Bring me trouble, bring me trouble. Oh my father, bring me trouble. This is gonna bring me trouble. Oh my butter, do me dada. Bring me trouble, bring me trouble. Oh my father, bring me trouble. I know you dog. You see my life, I know you dog. You come from the dust, go back to the dust. Some on the rust. I no get job, the street no get job. My brain on the crush, I jam in it, yo. No spot my job, now every day you on the door. Bring me no door. This is gonna bring me trouble. Oh my butter, do me dada. Bring me trouble, bring me trouble. Oh my father, bring me trouble. This is gonna bring me trouble. Oh my butter, do me dada. Bring me trouble, bring me trouble. Oh my father, bring me trouble.
And I've been falling like a fool. But you know, stand say I did for you. Now you wanna get that to December. DM me to 6:30 or shaping. She only takes snaps to remember. And you can never post up when you naked. Then I say you want show your color. And you say little more skin this summer. I still get jealous, I'm jealous. And only you they raise my temper. All the way. I tell myself say I know. But I try.
Thank you. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet, I be all on my pitas. Oh, Doguni Misha, show you the confirm for your speaker. This time I call traffic for assistance. Show we the blow your mind, Afghanistan. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. We say.
You're listening to King and Queen Radio.
Why you dey calculate the money when I get? When you suppose use your head, find a way to move ahead. People with the men, when they come say them descend. When they open mouth, it be like something with ferment. But I develop thick skin, be like IG body. I dey flex, you dey vex, liar anybody. I dey short my pee, tryna get some money. You can suck my D or you bend for doggy. Hey, koro they go see me prosper. Aburuka guy man, that one no be grammatical blunder. They call me local champion, but the time when I go finish, it go be like na American I wonder. Koro they go see me prosper. Aburuka guy man, that one no be grammatical blunder. They call me local champion, but the time when I go finish, it go be like na American I wonder. Pressure too much, oh. Pressure. Pressure too much, oh. Pressure. Ice cream, but it be fat good. She tell me say papi, she no want know that baby. Ice cream is sweet, but she want soda. She no want no bad man, say she want bad man chulo, baby. You say papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain her. Drive me insane. Too many things I dey make her. You're in my head, papi. Drive me insane. Too many girls don't try to go time even no go bo. Too many girls don't try to go time even no go bo. Baby come make a flag, you might go boko. Me I like it when all the girls them come and go. She said papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain her. Drive me insane. Too many things I did make her. You're in my head. Drive me insane. Many kilometers. Esa fáwọn tell me pé mo ṣìránù pa. All day, now only day for my side. Calibre for my headline. She me room the most style. Cannot talk say I ain't trying. Only day for my side. Calibre for my headline. She me room the most style. Cannot talk say I ain't trying. So make I no talk about the facility. Because you know say I been to be at the stability. The bally power no people. We no money na the artillery. I'm the artillery for this. So tell you shame me. I just took a shot of whiskey. It's on the nature. You know you're quite magic. You know you're quite magic. So tell you shame me. I just took a shot of whiskey. It's on the nature. You know you're quite magic. You know you're quite magic. Ebokola many kilometers. As of I want me mo shirano ga. Ebokola many kilometers. As of I want me mo shirano ga. See it tonight for my left, Calibre for my right. If you say you want check, I still get one for my right. See it tonight for my left, Calibre for my right. If you say you want check, plenty they wait for outside. It ain't no necessary, but I go fight if it's necessary. Them if you mention me, fuck that cheap talk, you go on your lips. I calculate the money I go make this year. I open my mouth, how I take rich, yeah. Me and Buju, we go worry them this year. If you bring my lie, you go take this year. Cause I want all share me. I just took a shot of whiskey, and you are missing. Cause I want all share me. My brother, they worry all the witches for their meeting. Cause I want all share me. I just took a shot of whiskey, and we big filters. I obey you. I obey.
You live in my head, you no parents, you killing me slow. Chop on my sweat, I no regret, killing me I carry your matter for head like say I bone straight. Shit, you know, no, no.
If you no grip, person go die. Say I fit deal without you, baby, not lie. If now waiting money go back, the day gone, I don't like to take back. Make we come like bread and butter, for better, for worse, any rain, any weather. Don't throw your panic, your job, but to the special fish in the river. Every time we link up, I pray to Jesus, cause I know you're the one for me. Vibrate or no calibrate, teach my body when you put your hands on me. Baby, go answer me. My love go funny. My baby, you're my good.
You live in my head, you know parents, you killing me slow. Chop on my sweat, I no regret, killing me oh. I carry your matter for head like say I bone straight. Shit, you know, no. Big mood, cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in a big mood, cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. Make we go December, but some call they do me jet. Get some things with the put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah. Make we go December, but some call they do me jet. Get some things with the put on my head, I swear. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah.
I'm in a big mood, girl, I feel you. I know say I love cause passing money, but I see
Queen Radio.
I'm in a big mood, girl, I want you. Now only you, if you cool on my body, nobody but you, yeah. Every night I go to rock your body, baby girl, we go there no solo. Nobody fit tell me to leave my baby, bend every night if it turn to baby, me and you. When you wake up, girl, you splashing on me, yeah, look like sweat all on me, like the design you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I don't feel it, yeah.
Oh, I'm in a big mood, cause I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do.
Let's see. This be my victim. Whip one, whip two, rip two. Kalana the in thing. Let's see. I go swing along. With the man for the wing.
Okay, you know African countries is still is all over the world.
Yeah.
There's a problem wherever our people at. It shouldn't be, but it is. So there's one problem I have, and I'm trying to understand it. And and this is with the Haitians.
Yeah.
So the Haitians, this is going out a letter that was written. I want you to hear it, Lot.
Okay.
Dear Haiti, our Kenya police are a problem. As they arrive on your doorstep, all I can offer is an apology for the burden we have unfortunately brought upon you. Now, did you hear that, Lot?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Somebody is soliciting and asking for forgiveness on behalf of his own brothers and sisters.
Now, listen to what this person says.
Yeah.
I'm writing to you as a brother who believes in our common bond as black people across the globe.
Yeah.
I think there's a common tapestry of history and culture that transcended thousands of miles between us and bind us so uniquely as a people. Right from the outset, let me make it clear that the decision to send constituents of Kenyan police to Haiti is driven by President William Ruto and his friends in Washington. It is very saddening to witness Kenya, a nation deeply familiar with the scars of colonial oppression, supporting a United States sanctioned occupation of Haiti. While I understand that as a democratically elected leader, Ruto's decision bind all Kenyans through the social contract we have with him. It is important to make it abundantly clear that we took legal action to halt this ill-conceived move. The Kenyan court initially blocked the deployment according to the Kenyan constitution. The president cannot deploy force outside the country. Such deployments are reserved exclusive for the military and requires parliamentary approval, which he did not seek until after he had made the commitment. Did you hear that lot?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of reasonable Kenyans out there that are actually hoping and craving for change while engaging in peaceful demonstrations. Now, these people are saying no, they're tired of all these things they are going through in Kenya. High cost of living, insecurity, corruption in government officials, and all that. So they're tired. They've had enough.
So now it was said at this time of writing, our security forces are being deployed in contempt of the original court order. This mission is therefore illegal, unpopular, and it is also shrouded in mystery. Moreover, the court halt the deployment due to the lack of signed security agreement between Kenya and Haiti. To circumvent the legal hurdle, Kenya, through our president, went ahead and signed a bilateral agreement with Haiti in March this year. But as at this time of writing, our security forces are being deployed in contempt of the original court order. The mission is therefore illegal, unpopular, and is also shrouded in mystery. As the first Kenyan police officer landed in Haiti this week, part of this international intervention force supposed to bring peace to your country. That's the shakiness of the premise upon which they are arriving. Did you ever hear any such thing as this lie?
It's really crazy.
The United States are using other black countries to go against black countries.
Sad.
What do you got to say about that one, lie?
It is very sad and very annoying at the same time, because for people to be allowed to be used, for people to allow themselves to be used is really crazy. And those people that are being used are in government positions where whatever decision they take affects people nationally. They are in important decision-making platforms where whatever they decide affects people nationally. The whole country is concerned. Now, what actually happened in Kenya? Now, there are so many reasons there are so many key events that are actually unfolding presently in Kenya. There's a serious unrest. Protest and political unrest have been going on in Nairobi, with demonstration expressing discontent over various issues. And recently, they even shot, there's a protester they shot. And his name was Frank Okot or something. He was shot 6 times, but he vowed to continue the protest. There are so many reports of looting during the process. The criminal investigations has, individuals involved are beginning to come out. Like, a lot of things are going on. They are saying, we're tired of Williams Ruto. Williams Ruto should go. We're tired of all the corruptions and high cost of living. This is more of like they want a revolution. And I feel this is what should be done in Nigeria, but in a peaceful way. It's very possible to do it in a peaceful way. This is a revolutionary guy that did in China, that he didn't kill anybody. There was no blood that was shed during that revolution. And what did he do? He went to schools and started transforming lives of children in elementary school, toddlers. He said they will allow the older generation to pass away. And once the older generation pass away, these are people that should be allowed into the government positions. So they had to train those kids, and they did it strategically, and they were able to defeat corruption in China, at least to a very minimal level. Now, there are many ways revolution can happen. It doesn't have to be bloody all the time. But this situation that is happening in Kenya has actually destroyed a lot of property and claimed a lot of lives in Kenya. And I feel they said a nation cannot really be developed or civilized unless it has beginning to destroy itself from within. I'm not saying this destruction is a good one, but this is 2024. If I am to give my own honest opinion, I would say people should. There are many ways the government, Kenyans can take actions, not taking the laws into their hands. Now they have been exchanging. There have been tear gas throwing. Police would throw a tear gas at the protesters. Protesters would take the tear gas and throw it back to the police. Some would even smoke it there in the presence of people. Cameras were watching on them, and they are still smoking all these things. Tear gas was thrown to these protesters, and they took it and smoked it. And they were like, they are ready to die for whatever thing that is going to happen to them, unless the change they want happens. They want Ruto to go. Now they want healthcare reforms. Economic and employment issues has also came up during some of the reasons for why the protests are going on. Kenyan government has launched a mass registration for the new social health insurance, which is a SHIF. This initiative aims to transition from the National Health Insurance Fund to more comprehensive system providing holistic healthcare service for all Kenyans. Now, the registration can be done in their own country there in Nairobi there through community health promoters across the country and other healthcare public hospitals as well. Now, these are some of the reforms. They are also saying they don't want, again, they should change all these things. Now, economic and employment issues. President Williams Ruto has been addressing concerns about unemployment, particularly among the youths. He expressed his commitment previously to engaging with young people to understand their challenges and better work towards providing job opportunities, but he has not implemented. You see, that's the problem. They always promise and fail. They promise and fail. Now, the other ones is that there are also various incidents and societal developments, such as man going viral for offering tax-free hugs during the protest, and the story of a woman who sent her house help to school as a reward for treating her children well. Now, there are so many things that are happening. Now, let's not even the same situation. What Kenyans are facing is not half of what Nigerians are going through. Yes, what Kenya is facing in the hardship, in terms of hardship, is not half of what Nigerians are going through. But Nigerians, I hail una. I come out cap from now. I carry my left nyash from now. Nigerians, may God continue to strengthen us. The kind of patience we have, that it has not gone to the level where we come out and protest and start killing. There was a protest that happened 5 years ago. 5 years ago, yes. That was the NSAS protest. During the NSAS, a lot of Nigerians were killed in Lagos here, and it was crazy. It was crazy. We witnessed a very terrible situation, a terrible incident that took the lives of many people. They shot a lot of Nigerians that were protesting, and that was when it discouraged a lot of Nigerians to come out and protest. Nobody wants to come out and protest anymore, because once they go out and protest, fire will be open on them. But you see, a country like Kenya, I think they still have the strength, they still have the assurance that nothing will happen to them. At least you could see that tear gas is only thrown at them. But Nigeria, they opened fire on them. It's crazy. I remember how cars were burned in Lagos. Properties were destroyed because of that protest. And so many things came to an end. It's almost like a revolution. It shook the Nigerian government that this is the first time in the history of Nigeria since 1960 that our own generation, our own youths went to the street to protest. I was part of the peaceful protest. At first it was peaceful. Then it metamorphosized into something else. You see? That's the problem. That's one Nigerian problem with that's one problem with the Nigerian mentality. And honestly, to our Kenyan brothers and sisters, I would say you people need to join your hands to become one. You don't have to be doing it in a violent way. You don't have to do it in a violent manner, because all we are calling for is for peace. We don't want any of these things to escalate into a war. We want peace in Africa. Our ancestors didn't raise us this way. Our ancestors were not violent. Our ancestors were defendants of their own territory. They were the defendants of their own culture, the defendants of their own people, not fighting ourselves. We don't know fighting ourselves, killing people up and down. We don't support that. Our brothers and sisters in Kenya, we are with you. Our prayers are with you, and we're sending blessings to each and every one of you out there. And wherever you are, there's always the light at the end of the tunnel. And I will say all of these things will come to an end. And at the end, I hope every one of us will learn to appreciate the gift of humanity that we need to appreciate within ourselves, to cherish it, to protect it, and to bless it and put it for the next coming generation. So it's a beautiful thing to understand and protect the beauty of life itself.
Mind you, folks, this is not King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. No one that affiliated with the station. This is mere our opinion and what we think and what we just talking about. Facts is facts, and we go by facts. But as far as suggesting any suggestions to anyone, this is only what we are suggesting and thinking out loud. So it should not affect anyone. You can have your own personal opinion.
And we respect everybody's opinion in as much as everybody respect our own opinion. And most of the things we talk about on the programs are true, because we research a lot. We verify informations a lot before we come on air to talk about them. So hopefully we don't want to have this defamation of character, giving false information. No, King and Queen Radio is a licensed radio station, streamed globally, not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, not just in America, in the whole world. Wherever the internet is, King and Queen Radio is there. And so we're recognizing that expands the level of our expansion and our own level of space. We don't want to use this platform for negative purposes. We use our platform for the right things to do, and we share the right and the truthful informations based on researched informations and verified information. So, and we will not come on this platform and jeopardize who we are. So, in case you're joining us, this is King and Queen Radio /Brooklyn Station, and of course it's Dobong.com, and of course this is Monday Night Show. And we always do this every Monday of the week. We do this non-stop. It's always new programs, new entertainment, new songs, new vibes, and every day it's a new different day. 1st of July, 2024, and we also want to wish you a happy new month once again. And so I have a song, a very special R&B song that just dropped a few days ago, and this one is called Back to You. And let's enjoy this one for everyone, all of our listeners all over the world.
The time to stay, I cannot leave. Was the last chance, a last chance for me. If I had known why you're fooling around with her, I won't be back to you, babe. I won't be back to you. Time on my mind.
Back to You by Wena. She calls this one Back to You. She's a very prominent and a new R&B star in the world music scene, and I so much dedicate this song to all my brothers and sisters in Kenya. Let's love one another, promote peace and unity instead of violence among ourselves. It's not really helpful for us to keep fighting ourselves.
Okay, before I get out of here, the last one I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about the Sudanese refugees trapped in Ethiopian forest. They are calling for immediate evacuation. They can't sleep because of the threat of snakes, scorpion, and heavy rain. Wow, that is very hard and sad to hear. The Sudanese refugees trapped in Ethiopian forest call for immediate evacuation.
Wow, it's really sad. It's really sad that these things are going on in Africa. It's really crazy. I wouldn't want to say it's not good for people to. If there's normally a war or civil unrest or a genocide or anything that has to do with tampering with people's life, it's Sudanese they have been facing a lot of challenges. I think there has been war for a very long time in Sudan. I think my elder brother was an army officer when he was MIA, missing in action. Up to today, we have not seen him at home. He was a family brother of mine. He was in the military, so he was sent to Sudan, Khartoum. Their capital is Khartoum. So he was sent to Sudan for a peacekeeping mission as a UN soldier. I think he spent 4 years in Khartoum. So when he came back, they relocated him to Borno State, and that was the end of it. We didn't hear from him up to today and all that. So Sudan actually has been facing a lot of backlash and war and a lot of challenges and all that. So these people have not been voting for a very long time. Same thing as Somalia. Somalia and Sudan have been facing a serious war challenge for the past years. So now these refugees that have been in Ethiopia are facing significant challenges for the conflict that broke out in Sudan last year in April. That violence has forced so many Sudanese to flee their homes and seek for refuge in neighboring countries, especially a country like Ethiopia. Now the situation here is that they have numbers and location. I mean, they have as of mid 2023 last year, thousands of Sudanese have crossed into Ethiopia, particularly in the border regions such as Beni Shagus, Gumus, and Gambela. And then Ethiopian hosts refugees in several camps with the assistance of the United Nations and the Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and other humanitarian organizations are helping the Sudanese there. Now, they have had humanitarian responses as well. The UN and Ethiopian authorities have been working to provide essential services such as food, shelter, and healthcare to the refugees. And then there are also ongoing efforts to ensure the safety and well-being of refugees, and despite the logistical challenges and security concerns in some of the border areas. Now, the challenges they do have is that the influx of refugees has put a strain on Ethiopia's resources, which already are stretched due to internal conflict, because Ethiopia itself has a conflict that is happening already. And then there's around Amhara region also, and other refugee populations from neighboring countries. So there have been reports of inadequate living conditions in some refugee camps, with shortages of basic necessities and limited access to education and unemployment and others. So it's really crazy. What is happening? And I feel like the only form of hardship we've been facing in Nigeria is the inflation and the bad leadership, bad governance, which is actually, Nigeria is such a country that is hard to separate and is hard to unite. Each time I see or hear something is going on in another country like that, I try to liken the situation to what is happening in Nigeria. I try to put things on a scale and check what is happening. Despite the situation, Nigeria is at least peaceful. Even though there are kidnappings, there are robbery, there are killings and everything up and down going on, but then it's not on a national scale like it is happening in Sudan and in Kenya at the moment. So I feel we have a lot to do as Africans. I feel African schools should introduce a topic or a subject or a course that will be studied that will unify Africans. Maybe in our schools, let's use that one and say, okay, let's use the opportunity and say there's a course that all Africans must study that will create this impact of unifying us. Back in the days, it was Muammar Gaddafi of Libya that brought a coin, a currency that would want to unite Africa, the whole of Africa. A gold currency that will unite the whole of Africa. But during his death, those dreams died away. But let's say we have a course or a subject or something that needs to be studied in school. Now, from primary schools to secondary school to elementary schools to high schools and or even in tertiary institutions, in universities, if we can have a course where we learn African values and where we should unite ourselves, they should make it compulsory in school. You must study it as long as you're in Africa. I feel it should go a long way in bringing us together as one, because we have a lot of work to do in terms of uniting ourselves together as one.
So, folks, it goes like this out there. A large group of Sudanese refugees who has been stranded in the forest in a conflict-affected region of neighboring Ethiopia for the past 2 months are facing catastrophe living conditions and continue attacked by local military men and bandits. After escaping the war in Sudan, 7,000 refugees has been living in the camps are located to them in the Amhara region by Ethiopian authorities. But the refugees escaped to a forest in May after attack, abduction, and rape in the camp. Mohammed Hamid, a refugee who is stuck in the forest, say the group has been contending with hyenas and other dangerous wildlife over the past few weeks and has experienced humanitarian condition that no human being would accept. Hamid, who works for the UN in Sudan, said the refugees are demanding to be relocated into another country to be given support to return to Sudan, even as the conflict there has displaced some 10 million people and led to famine condition. So you see so much going on in our African countries, and they never talk about this. That's why Africa is awake, and we are waking up the world worldwide. We want to say a shout out to all the countries listening to us worldwide out there, all the countries in Europe, Spain, Italy. Shout out to our Africans out in Spain. I meet so many Africans in Spain and America out there in Spain. Big up to you. A lot of Ghanaians went to Spain. It's a lot of people in Spain from Africa a lot. What do you say about that? And they're being born there now. It's a whole new generation of Africans worldwide. So, like the true Africans that leave in Africa, will eventually lose their identity? Will they still remain African? And what do you have to say about an African as you being an African and 100% African?
Now, the thing is, there are some countries like Nigeria, you could have dual citizenship, right? You could have dual citizenship and still return to your home country in case stuff didn't work out for you as you planned. The reason why Africans are going to other countries is because they are searching for better life opportunities there. Now, compared to other countries, you could have a skill, you could have a value where your people at home don't appreciate who you are, and then if you go out, your skill is worth millions. Just look at somebody like Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is from Cameroon, but his skills were not appreciated until he went to France. And today, even the president of France is not half of what is not seeing the half salary. His salary is not half of what Mbappe earns in a year can feed the whole of Cameroon. What Mbappe earns in a year, in 1 year, can feed the whole of Cameroon. It's more of like after Lionel Messi, then after Cristiano Ronaldo, then it's Lionel Messi, then 3 other couple guys, then Kylian Mbappe. Now imagine if Kylian Mbappe didn't go to. Most of these guys that are having a great prestige are having it in outside of Africa. Once they're at home, the platform don't really appreciate them. It's crazy. So they could have 2 passports. Like you could have dual citizenship. If they go out and come back, they still Africans.
Are you not 100% African? Like, do you really know?
Yeah.
Well, we assume you're 100% African.
Yeah.
What do you say when other people go to other countries and their kids born in that country? Do you still consider them Africa yet though their kids are born in that country? Or do you think like me, they still African even though the kids born there, but if their kids return back to Africa, they are African by roots? Explain that. Because when it comes to Jamaicans, Jamaicans are like this. They don't care. If you born in Jamaica, and you leave the country, no matter if you leave that country and you born in Jamaica, you're a Jamaican. No matter what. But if you come from 2 parents and you in another country, and even though both parents are Jamaican and everybody's Jamaican, and that parent is your mother or father, the Jamaicans still say you're not a Jamaican no matter what.
Yes.
They disown you as being a Jamaican. So is that the same you think in Africa? Do Africans say you're an African no matter how you change it? Slice it or dice it, you're still African.
Yes.
And then that's going to be my topic for the night. Lot. End it up with that topic, and I'm going to say to everybody, God bless you all. I'm going to leave it to Lot and the team to finish up. And I had a great show with you all. Love you all. And don't forget to call me Sister Dobong. Any troubles in your life, anything you're going through, hit me up on Facebook, wherever you can, and call me 718-253-7273, or write me personally, AfricanReader@AOL.com. That's AfricanReader@AOL.com. And visit KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDobong.com. And all I can say to everybody, Shalom.
Yeah. So if you give birth to kids in other countries, I think you're still a citizen of that country. You could have citizenship by birth, citizenship by honor. Like the president of the country can honor you and say, I have given you citizenship of this country. So citizenship by right or citizenship by right is maybe when you stay in that country for some years, you become a citizen of that country. And then citizenship by birth is when some people are born into that country and then they have the citizenship. So if you're born in Jamaica or you're born in the United States, you automatically become a citizen of that country unless the policies are changed. And then you could go to Africa and get and obtain your citizenship very easily. So it's good like that. So we have come to end of today's episode of the Monday Night Show. We will see you again, same time, same station next week. And we want to say a big shout out to all our listeners out there, wherever you are. We hope that you keep listening to King and Queen Radio, because we are here to stay and will continue to serve you better. All right, so I will still take you back to Olamide's song where he calls that one Metaverse. All right, Metaverse is one of the hot trending songs in Nigeria right now. Was released just 2 days ago. All right.
James Bond. Oh my God. People think say na grace I be na kuloti mo gbe to je ko ri mi ya were. Be like I just away kalakuta. I dey beg to possess me, let me she mercy, egbe mi gently, Allah protect me yo. Emi rọra gbe mi si akuba, emi ma pa mi na. Oya, o ti di ọmọ kata o, o se pe ko si panta o, kata o, is your mind over matter o. I give them different pattern, it is Latin. We body come and get pow, we all be killing me band, come and shut out. Energy or the knockout, energy. Go me jiggy. Oh jiggy, shiggy, I mean, CBD. Oh yeah, moonlight baker. How many if you don't drop shanka? Baby bend down, Mizzy Beckham. If your guy dollar, me shanka. Oh you tight, it's a bra, go malaba. Oh the back roba, ja Elijah, but the law metaverse, but the paradigm with the lamba. Oh yeah, bra, hey, give me the gra. If it's not money, what are you saying, bra? Yo, we know the drum for the ground. Blow chop for my head, BK with the ground. Yeah, OTP on my catao. Kusebe, kusi pantao. Tatatao. Is your mind over my tao? I give them different pattern. This is Latin. Give body, come and get pow. We all be killing me band. Come and shut out. Energy or the knockout. Energy. Oh, me jiggy. Oh, jiggy.